Hello, fishy folks! Happy Friday! Hope you can hear me and see me. Please let me know in the comments, one way or t'other, because it kind of dictates how the next 5 minutes goes. We'll crack on and say from the first comment, Brian, I saw your comments, but it just been cut off, so I know you were first. Well done, Brian. But we've got Ross in from a sunny Edinburgh. It's been a sunny Sheffield today as well. I must admit, it is fantastic. You can hear me loud and clear. Thank you very much. Brian, as I said, is in here, as is Stuart. Evening all, he says. Juggler's in. Happy Olympics, people. That may or may not be a clue to some of the quiz questions this week. It is, of course, the Olympic kickoff right now. I've just been watching some of it. And France, if you're listening, you're rubbish at the Olympics. The opening ceremonies, anyway. So we will be kicking off with a Wild Beer Co. Under the Sun, Session Hazy, IPA, 4.7%. A reasonable amount of alcohol, so this will hopefully go swimmingly. Who else have we got? Scott's in, evening all. Coughing my guts up, suspected COVID again. I had that a couple of weeks back, and I still think I've got a bit of brain fog from it. So it's not fun. It was nicer when we used to be able to just call this man flu or the cold or something like that, and we'd be okay with it. There we go. Mickey's in, as is Stevie P 2003. So as Stevie P is here, we may as well share this little vase. This is the current standings for the July quiz. Tonight will be the last week of July, so this is the decider. And as you can see from that table there-ish, in position number 1 is Stephen P. With, I don't know what that number is because my glasses aren't good enough. 8,730 points ahead of Tash on 7,414 points. So, come on, Tash. All my hopes are with you. I don't want to have to send a present to America again. A prize, rather. A present. Call it a present. It feels nicer that way, doesn't it? False Inspector and Juggler and Scat bringing up the top 5, and you can see the rest of them in the top 10. So any of them, conceivably... That's not true. It's probably between Stevie P, Tash, False Inspector, and... maybe Juggler. If we have a big night, I've seen 3,000 pointers. So we might squeeze into 4,000 points, I don't know. And Stevie P would have to get his final question wrong, so we'll see how it goes. For those of you that don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I apologise profusely. What I'm talking about is we have a quiz every month. Each Friday of the month we play the quiz. Whoever gets the most points at the end of the month wins a prize. And today is the deciding day. So we've got 2 quizzes for you. We've got the end of month July quiz, and we've got the Eliminator, which will come up later on, as well as any random chat. I don't know if we're going to have any guests this week. That's up for grabs. If anybody wants to pop in, we might do that for a little while. I made some bold predictions earlier on in the week that I thought I'd fix the audio issues. I've just tested again. I have not fixed the audio issues, so I don't know whether or not they're going to go. So we'll see. Hans is in, hi from Sweden. Nice to see you. Oh god, sports theme. It's Olympic theme. I'm not going to ask you who won the bronze medal in the 1987 well, there was no Olympics in 1987, but you know what I mean. It'll be more You'll be alright. I haven't gone full on ham against make everything a sports question so Stevie P doesn't win. Honest, I haven't. Zen, hello, and hello from a sunny Bolton, Lee. I will be in sunny Bolton myself next week, I think. It's definitely not the real reason I've done sports quizzes. I think Rebecca's still trying to figure out my silicon joke. Yeah, if you want to indulge yourself in Brian's humour, Discord up there. You can come and see that. But I think Rebecca is out on lash, as they say. Not sports questions. No, that's Olympics questions. That's all. I'm sorry. I'm just blinded myself by poking myself in the eye and realised I touched chili earlier, so I might cry for a little while now. Pure and Shrimple, hello, Marie. You won a prize last week and you have not emailed me. Now, normally you get a week. In fact, I think I normally say you get a day to email me for your prize, but I will, on this occasion, stretch it out once more. So my email's still up there. So Marie, send me an email with your address and I will send you your prize. I think all other prizes except for jugglers have been sent out, and I'm now using my live stream for a personal conversation with Juggler. You said you wanted a towel, but you specifically asked for a pink towel. We can't do pink towels. I have inquired. Pink isn't doable. So you can have a blue towel, because that's the only colour that I've got. You can have a blue towel with this sucks, or you can have a blue towel with the Discus logo, or you can have what I originally offered you, this slightly used Fluval SK400 mini skimmer thing, which today's video was about. My eldest went to South Africa on Sunday and radio silenced until today. Apparently the local mobile masts had been damaged by rampaging elephants and the repair guys needed an armed escort in case of lions. Wow. Ooh. All the Aquarium Adventures links, thank you very much, Mandy, that's very helpful. You can see them in fishfam.link/Aquarium Adventures. Hello from Peru, Dr. Awesome's here all the way from Peru, nice to see you. Tommy's in as well, nice to see you, Tommy. They should train the lions to be escorts. What was that programme I watched? It might have even been a video. It was like, and I don't mean this in a disparaging way, but it was some American going to some village in Africa going, why haven't you got power? Solar panels are 10 a penny. Well, let's just set up some solar panels. And the guy was like jabbering away in his local tongue. And he's completely ignoring him. But it turned out the guy was saying, every time we've tried to set up something like that, the lions scare away the installers. So this guy was saying, well, we'll get them set up. And lo and behold, starts putting up the scaffolding, and then he's like, "There's a big fucking lion over there!" Ah! Yeah, and it was quite funny. They did in the end actually get the solar panel set up, but it was quite funny the way that he was just treating them as, these Africans don't know anything. Poor people. I'll come in here and sort them all out. Ah, big fucking lion! Ah! Run away! I was going to order some plants as well. If you're going to put in an order for some plants, you can stick that in the text. Or I'll obviously, if you put an order for plants in, I'll know your address, so I'll just include your food with that as well. Would you be posting plants at the same? Yeah, I'll post your plants out at the same time and include your prize. I think, were you second place or third place? I think I had to go back and there's been a palaver, but I had to go back and re-watch last week's stream to figure out what prizes were going where. People kept substituting prizes, which was causing me great grief. But I sorted it out. I think you were second place in one of them and won some fluval bug bites. So if that's not wrong, let me know. If Brian can use the skimmer, then take that. The skimmer would eat my guppy fry. Well, did you not watch the video, Brian? It's got a little guard on it to stop things like that happening. Well, decide amongst yourselves and then we'll figure it out. To join as a member, yes, let's push joining. I'm embarrassed by my low number of members. I hate pushing memberships because it costs money to be a member. So, you know, if you've got too much money, throw a couple of quid a month my way. It helps me pay for some of this nonsense. I've had a pricey month. This is not, get your violins out. I've had a pricey month. Lots of things, lots of bills to do with running the channel and various other things came in this month, which has left me a little bit rooked. So, you know, if you want to become a member, by all means do that. But in all seriousness, if you are thinking about buying plants and things like that, if you join as a hero member, you get 10% off anything at aquariumadventures.co.uk, and the lower membership, which I think is $1.99 a month, because I think that was the least you could do at the time. I believe it might have gone down, so maybe we'll change that. It's just like a cool, thank you. You do get some stuff now. I've started doing things for members. You get the odd picture and mini video, like last week. What did I do? Or was it the week before? I got dragged somewhere for my birthday and there was Morris dancers. And as a Scotsman, I do not get Morris dancing. There may be Americans now watching this going, what dancing? Well, it's basically fully grown adults who attach bells to their knees, elbows, carry big sticks, kind of hop around in front of each other to music, smacking sticks together. And occasionally going, hey! I don't get it. I was aware of it before I moved to England. I thought it was like I thought it was a meme. I didn't think it actually happened, and people in England did Morris. But yeah, I've seen it several times now, and every time I'm like, oh, okay, it is a thing. So, you know, you can join for that riveting content. I'm not saying what Susan dries with my AA towel. Have you got a towel as well, Brian? Excellent. I was second, a very lucky gamble. Yeah, that's it. No guards on. Yeah, well, that was my complaint. Was I'm now going to recreate the video I released earlier today. It's the skimmer thing here. So this is a guard, and it closes a gate here to kind of control what will go into the overflow. And it's fine, and it does work quite well. It controls whether you get small particulates or whether you're just taking in oils and things like that. But if I had, I've been testing it in a tank that doesn't have little fish, but if I had little fish, they could easily jump in. I was about to tilt it as if you could see it there. They could easily jump in over the top. Now, it's no big deal because there's a bit of sponge here, so it's not like they're going to get sucked into an impeller and disintegrated. So it would be fine. It might be a bit of a faff having to go and fetch your fry out every now and again, but I don't think a fry would be able to jump over it because it does sit a little bit proud of the water. But my thought was, well, if I was putting it in a breeding tank, I'd just put a bit of sponge over the top that would still do the same sort of thing. But I tried to make the video not just Flue Valve sent me a thing, here's the thing. I was kind of trying to elaborate on what I've done in the past before that existed. I do like that product, it is quite good. You might even still be able to see it in the background over there. I've left it in for an extra day or two running my DIY version, and all the other DIY versions that you've no doubt all tried yourselves. So hopefully it was of interest to some people. Anyway, that's what sponges were made for. Exactly, yeah, you could just use a sponge. Sounds like a sensory nightmare. Yeah, the Morris dancing. Yeah. Every time I've been there, I've been like, they don't seem to be. This isn't. They're not making this up. They're doing this on purpose, properly. I think Morris dancing is mostly Southern Jessies from Rebecca's Neck. Well, I've seen them several times around here. I think. When I've seen this, so this was Sheffield. This is one of the little videos in villages in Sheffield. I've seen it in Derbyshire. I've seen it out a few places in Derbyshire. I think it is like a kind of all over the place. Maybe, I don't know. It's not a city. I've never seen it in a city. It's always been some little village hall or something like that. Moral of the story: don't have little fish. That will also help if you want a skimmer. And Fluval sends Graham to Coventry. I don't think it's one of the good things I've always enjoyed about working with Fluval. They've never told me what to say, and they've never, if I have said something negative about one of their products, they've never gone, "Oh God, take that video down." It's always been, "Oh, can you send us the broken bit and we'll see if we can fix it, or if it's an endemic thing, or if it's just a one-off, or oh, thanks for highlighting that. We'll see if we can get the version 3 sorted with that." And I've never felt pressure from them to say positive things about it. I have said positive things about them because I've been making videos about Fluval products long before they started sending me things for free. But your likes of Higer and all these other smaller brands, like Fluval have never asked me to sign any non-disclosure, any agreements. I've had pages and pages and pages of stuff from other companies like, "Oh, well, no, sod off, I can't be arsed with all this." I have like a set email that I send to all these companies saying, "These are my terms. Send me the thing, I'll try it. If I like it, I'll say I like it. If I don't, I'll say I don't. You don't get to critique any of the video unless you pay me hundreds and hundreds of pounds, and then I'll say whatever the hell you want me to say, and I'll just make it a sponsored video." And they always go, no, say what you want to say. And then I make the video and they go, "Oh, can you take that down? It's not very flattering." I'm like, "Yeah, well, make a better product. What do you want?" So I've given up with some of them just because of the sheer volume of emails you get from the Higers. That's like every time, I think it's worse than Temu. Every time Higer have wanted to send me a product, it's come with 15 emails to sort it out, and then daily chases until you make the video, and then if they're not happy with it, even more. Aquarium were the same. All these other little Chinese brands have been similar, and I just can't be bothered. Can't be bothered with it is what I can't be bothered. Although I have started getting, now that I've got a few more subscribers, I think I'm making extra lists, but they're the weirdest and wonderful lists. So yesterday, or the day before yesterday, this week at some point, "Hi Graham," so they know my name, they've done a bit of research. "Love your channel, it's great stuff. We think you're a perfect fit for our brand. We want to offer you a brand deal. We'll send you some of the products. We'd like to discuss payment per 1,000 views," all this kind of stuff. And it was electric bikes, e-bikes. How can you go to the... I don't get how you can go to the trouble of looking at some of my videos to figure out what my name is, so as you can address... Well, I suppose it says it in my description page. But they'd mentioned a couple of videos and things like that, which made me think they'd at least watched a couple of videos. And they knew my channel was about fish keeping. And they wanted me to do like a brand deal for an e-bike. One, I'm the size of a mountain. I don't do a lot of biking. Two, how do I equate an e-bike? So, hi guys, this is my video. Today we're going to talk about cycling as far away from my fish tank as I can. Come joining me. There's this fantastic e-bike. I mean, they were great. They were really, really expensive stuff. I'd love to do it, but I couldn't figure out a way to make it work. I was like, "You say you've watched my stuff? How am I meant to link this into my normal channel content?" Who knows? Sean says, "I bought the Fluval skimmer. It's not very good if you ask me, and I do like Fluval products." I was quite impressed with it, I must admit. It's tiny. It made me think it was only going to work on like nano tanks and things like that, and I used it on one of my larger tanks. It's like 200 odd litres, and it gets quite a lot of surface biofilm scum stuff, and it cleared it in like an hour. It was great. Yorkshire is southern. I suppose everything's southern to me, I don't know. Zen says, "Psst, quite a few of you have clearly accidentally forgotten the like button." Yes, we have 35 people in at the moment and only 20 likes. That's not good enough. You don't have to join. You don't have to send me memberships and super chats and all those kind of things. Feel free to, but a like, come on, it's free. A Scotsman running about with wood is either toss the caber or someone's getting the malky. Hydroponic Aquarium and Plant says hello. Hello yourself. I don't believe we've seen you here before, so welcome. Everyone has a price. Yeah. Maybe you look like an e-bike guy to them. I don't think I do. Maybe I look like a guy that needs an e-bike. That's probably what I look like. Maybe that's what I could do. I'm going to be able to take care of more aquariums because I've got fitter with my e-bike. Here it is. I could use it. Could do some kind of dynamo to power the aquarium with my e-bike. Maybe I haven't thought this through properly. And Graham, yes, this time I did it before and I've missed something out now. Oh, I've just finished my coolest custom paint job on a very interesting item. I'm stoked. Long time friend reached out for it. Vid's coming soon, and this time I did it before and after. Very good. Could be worse. Next video could be sponsored by Manscaped. Hey, they pay quite well, I've heard. I've got hair, not on my head. That's what they're all about. Cycling to the fish shop to buy... Yeah, exactly. But I turned that down too quickly. I clearly didn't think this through. An e-bike aquarium adventure to the LFS. Top 10 aquarium plants to haul with my e-bike. At least that top 10 would make sense. I need to think that through properly. Right. Let me just double check a few things. Lose weight while you watch it. Oh God, yes. I mean, I could just stick anything with the while I watch my fish. Shaving my balls while I watch my fish. Powering my e-bike while I watch my fish. I'm still really waiting for the brewery to reach out and do some kind of collab with me. I did get emails, so I noticed this. It was my birthday last week. Recently, I'm old. I lose track. But on my birthday, loads of breweries sent me an email offering me a discount code for their packs and stuff. And I was like, how? So I got one from Northern Monk. I got one from the North Brew. I got, like, there must have been at least half a dozen, if not more. I'm going, how have they all got my email address? How do they know it's my... What's happened here? And I've no idea how it's happened, and it can only be that you lot, when I was asking for sponsorships from breweries, had used my email address to sign me up to some kind of mailing list. But what I couldn't figure out is, how did they know it was my birthday? Because I didn't sign up. So I've been scouring the internet to see where my data's been leaked and all this kind of stuff. But it was very strange. Maybe you thought you could take the e-bike round some local breweries. Could do that, yes. Sean says, hey yourself. I'm getting ready to start a 90-gallon low-tech tank. I'm thinking about using crypt parva as a carpet plant. Thoughts? Oh, my balls. Something has happened. Dr. Awesome has donated $10 through Super... We'll get to that in a second. Dr. Awesome, that is very awesome of you. Thank you very much. I've never done well with crypts as any kind of carpeting or filling out space plant. They are some... To me... Let me just double check what crypt parva is and I'm not making something up. They've always been very slow growing and the kind of thing that it gives an impact when you've got, like, this is my 4-year-old crypt, look at the size of it, it's amazing. They haven't been things that have grown particularly fast. Alright, so the crypt parva is one of the tiny ones, so I guess that does it. Yeah, that should be good. I don't think it's... everything does better with a little bit of CO2, but if you're going low tech, I think you'll be alright. Yeah, I'm not very good at plants, and that's why I have to look things up, because I often mistake what crypts is what. I thought the parva was one of the tall ones that's very slow growing, but no, this is one of the dwarfier ones that could be a carpet, so you should be alright with that. Yeah, sounds good. So, I think the term carpeting plant has always been a bit of a... not a worry to me, it's been more of a... people just seem to call small plants carpeting plants, whereas I think you do get carpeting plants like your really, really fast growing Elocaris and things like that you just do put in and boom, couple of weeks later you've got your carpet. What's the other one? Monte Carlo. That's more of a high tech one, I think. I'm trying to remember the name of the one I had in my old tank where I had to rip it out and it basically came out like turf because it was so thick. And that was a low tank because I didn't have CO2 at that time, and that was brilliant. I think I used to call it Junkish Rippins, but in the end it probably wasn't that, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Again, I'm old now. You need to let us know how you get on with that, Sean. Join the Discord, share pictures. That's the kind of thing I'd like to see. First time catching a live, well, welcome. We will be having a quiz in about 10 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. Could ride the bike to the river and go fishing. Right, I've clearly just not thought about this enough. Get an electro dirt bike. Go with. I don't think they offered me a dirt bike. There you go. So you can invite to the UK and give a talk. I'm going to need more than $10 to invite you to the UK to give a talk. But thank you very much, Dr. Awesome. That is awesome, as the name would suggest. I did have a dream. I had a dream recently that I started a fundraiser on my channel to pay for me to go to America to give a talk. And it was great. So I was doing live streams, I was doing 24-hour live streams, I was doing auctioning off things, and we raised all the money that we needed. I booked my flights, I booked my hotel, I got there, and I'm stood in front of this big massive auditorium going, oh, and I woke up drenched in sweat, thinking, what's happened? So I don't know, maybe this is a foreshadowing of that. I am meant to be giving a talk to my local fish club, and I keep forgetting to sort that out, so I should be doing that soon. Maybe it'll get me a little bit of practice. Master Aquatics, Eduardo is here. Much love and peanuts. Nice to see you, Eduardo. Hope you're doing well. Stevie P says, right, this is someone you should listen to when it comes to plants. As long as you buy the exact amount of crypt parva you need to make the full carpet, it will look great. It grows slower than any aquarium plant I've ever owned. Yeah, I mean, my cheat code is crypt, slow growing. There are some that are slower and some that are faster, but they're all in the slow end of the category. Oh, hi. Yes, hi yourself. Right, we are going to do the quiz. We're going to do the quiz shortly for the end of July quiz. I will need to find the link first to put that into chat so you can see it. Copy link address, there we go. Then I need to find chat, and then we need to put that in that. Use the e-bike to go down to the stream and collect some nations. Yeah, I mean, that's very much tenuous links at that point. Hi everybody, we're going to go and collect some native fish, and then it's just me. I got here on this fantastic e-bike. It's got all these features. That'll be a bit weird, I don't know. Stop the press. Graham has hair. Very little. I've got the upside down head thing going on where I've got more here than I have here. But over the rest of the body there's plenty. Lesson learned: next time, before declining opportunity, ask on Discord for video ideas. I should definitely do that. I wonder if I could go back and say, hey, you know how I said this was the stupidest idea I'd ever heard of? Well, I kind of thought maybe we could try this. Eduardo won the bingo. Well done, Eduardo. I'm miles behind again. Sorry, everyone. Micro chainsword. That's what I thought my Junkish reference was. That it actually turned out to be that. Big Steve, nice to see you in. How are you doing? Glosso, that's another good one. Yep. Graham, can we get a shout out for Mickey with the massive plants he sent me? We can indeed. So, this is one of the benefits of joining the Discord server. You get to meet wonderful people like Mickey, who you might have seen co-hosting last week. I shouldn't have done that last week. I think we'll need to do that again because it was a bit quiz heavy last week, so we didn't really get much time to chat and talk about things. But Mickey has been a long time moderator, has been on the channel for a long time, and has given away tons of plants to people on the Discord server. And I think he's just sent Brian a big old package of plants as well. So hooray for Mickey. Nabokov, Nabo is back. Nice to see you again. I know, what's a few plants between friends? Well, some people don't have friends. Sorry, that didn't make it sound like that. Well, have you met Brian? No. Some people don't. They don't have friends to give them plants. They don't have local people, and it can be expensive to go and buy loads and loads of plants. Did I post that link? I can't remember if I did or not. Let me try again. Oh no, some people are coming in. I must have done. And you were naked. What, when I was giving my speech? I was not. I was fully clothed. I remember. I vividly remember in some kind of green room thinking, this is great, I can't believe my community's helped out so much, we've managed to raise all this money so as I can come here and do this. And then I went outstairs and went, hey everybody! And it felt like 4 hours, but me eventually waking up going, oh thank God, that's not real. Phew. Aquarium Delirium! Nice to see you, Mal. How are you doing? Do I have time to make coffee, or are you about to start? You sent that at 9:30. It's now 9:32. I hope. Yeah, go on then. I'll blather on about nonsense for a while. The Offish has popped in. Nice to see you, Offish. I do have friends, says Brian. It's Susan that scares them off. How do I join the quiz and still listen? You either have to be at a PC, and you can have 2 windows, one with this and one with the quiz, or a laptop and a phone, or a phone that you can have 2 things open at the same time, or a phone and a tablet, something like that. Or just stop listening and play the quiz. No, stay listening. This is we want the listening, not the quizzing. I'm halfway done now. Right, well, let's get going with the quiz then. I shall share the screen and get myself sorted. That's not the right one. There we go. So this is we've had Mr. Shadow has just subscribed. Have you created a new is that Scott creating a new account just to subscribe to me? Some phones can split. Yes, Brian hasn't figured out how to do that yet. Oh, we've had another thing. I loved your Pirates of the Caribbean accent. I didn't know I did. The Offish. Well, I'm glad you liked it, and I thank you very much for your 27.6, whatever they are. I'm going to have to Google that now. While I do that, here's the rules to the quiz. Swedish kronas. There we go. That's what they are. Thank you very much for your Swedish kronas. She's ready. She's ready. Mandy's ready. Yes, thank you. It's not Scott. we've got a question. What is your most rewarding yet most difficult project that you've worked on that isn't Megatank? Oh. Well, it wouldn't be Megatank anyway, because that's not rewarding. It's just difficult. Oh, my balls. Oh, something else is going on with my balls. Oh, that is the sex. Swedish sex. That doesn't sound right, does it, without context? I'm going to put that one, put a pin in that one. I'm going to make a note and think about that. Most rewarding. And I'll think about that while we get ready to play the quiz. So we have 23 people all ready to go. Remember, there are lots of questions. Questions 10 and 20 are gambling questions. Good luck to everyone. Let's see how we get on. He says start. I need to change that countdown. I build it up and go, and we're ready to go. 30 seconds to go. My most rewarding, it's probably going to be getting discus breeding right. This is before I really did YouTube or anything. It was just like kind of trying it. It was me going out and researching, talking to people, which is something I struggle to do because, crippling shyness, says the man on the internet. And gathering all that to then go and put it into practice and getting baby fish coming out. That was good. What did my latest video concern? Was it skimmers, substrate, lighting, or illness? What do we think? %95 of you watched it or listened to me talking about it at the start of the stream, so thank you very much all you lot. It was indeed skimmers. Fastest finger there was Zenny, very closely followed by False Inspector and Juggler. Carter is either too slow or didn't watch the video. Juggler. This question is going to be hard in 5 months' time when it's recycled. That's not how this works. These are all totally original. How very dare you. Question 2. Which rapper is involved with the 2024 Paris Olympics? C. Sports, but not sports. Is it 50 Cent? I'm a white old man, I can't say 50 Cent, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, or Kanye West? What do you think, people? So, a bit of a spread there. I thought this was quite well publicised. Maybe it was just where I was looking. It was indeed Snoop Doggy Dogg. Zen actually knew this one. Flava Flav is working with the USA women's water polo team as well. There's a sentence I didn't think I'd ever be reading. Flava Flav is working with the USA women's water polo team. Okay. Zen stays at the top. Question 3. Whose flag is this? Is it Netherlands, France, Greece, or Italy? Oh, nope. Oh, sorry. So, 19 of you said France, 2 of you said Netherlands. They're the same colours on a different side. Because it is France. Meaning that everyone's doing well so far. Brian on the 90 pointer there. Well done. Had phone on side and chose Holland. Yeah, sorry. I dig it, Graham. You're always doing a ton of hefty projects. Fish room builds, moving tanks, pools, repairing or building tanks, ponds, but breeding is one of their most reward. Yeah, because it's more about... anyone can hammer a rack together or whatever, but just seeing life and being there while it happens is kind of cool, I think. I'd bet money you were going to say the point. Well, that's Mrs. Adventures projects are more than mine. I was just a labour. Right, question 4. Choose the discus fish. Is it A, discus, B, discus, C, discus, or D, discus? Stevie P says, what? One of them is a discus fish. Which one is it? I meant to put in all the pictures so as I could show you the zoomed out versions. It is indeed A. A is the discus fish. D is a goldfish. C is some kind of like red snapper or something like that, and I can't remember what B is. Has that been an equaler? Oh, we lost a couple of people on that one. Didn't get it. Well done, Crash. Well done, Tropical Tank TV 82. I got that one quickly. Carter got it quickly. As did SJH and Big Steve. I thought B was a party ring biscuit. Question 5. What type of race is the Tour de France? Oh, a bit French heavy this week. Everyone going for bicycle because it's bicycle. Well done. I think most of you got, all of you got that one. Let me see if I can find that picture of said fish. Oh no, it's upstairs. That's why I couldn't put it in. I remember now. I wrote that part of my quiz on my laptop, which is upstairs. Question 6. Spot the aquatic plant Bulbitis. Is it A, Bulbite isn't, B, Bulbite is, C, Bulbite might, or D, Bulbite can't? This would be good for people who are playing along in the quiz in the car. I didn't think about the picture rounds for those kind of things. What have we gone for? Most people are going for B, Bulbite is, because that is Bulbite is. Unlucky the ones who went for the Pogostemon, I think was C. Limnophilia Sissiflora was D, and A was very much not a Bulbitis. Anubis, I think. Anubis, Egyptian Time Lord. Question, no, we need to see how the scores have been affected. Zenny back on top. Shadow making a rare appearance in the top 3. Question 7. And Mal. What is a single strand of spaghetti called? Is it spagetta, spaghetti, spaghetti, or spaghetto? This new beer we're doing is called Unfocusable Brew York Time Travelling Taxi. Oh, 15 people going for spaghetti. And not one person going for the right answer. Spaghetto. It is a spaghetto. Many spaghettos make spaghetti. So, no movement there. Question number 8. Which of these is a Dutch-style aquascape? Dutch, ditch, dotch, or dash? I'm all the wrong type of worst person ever. I'm sorry. Most people are going for C, Dutch, because it's C, Dutch. Yes, the Dutch style is the very heavily planted, very colourful aquascape. Zenny's out there kicking stools over. So, much like when I use a picture to a text answer and try and throw you off, I do that with the picture ones as well. Sorry. Question 9. What sport is making its Olympic debut at Paris this year? Is it darts, skydiving, breakdancing, or chess? She says, I was. Oh, Zen and June, only owls, as I sometimes feel the need to call you, only Oscars and Zen Ginger, I have posted your towels off. They are now making their way across the Atlantic towards you. Hopefully they'll get there in 4 to 6 business weeks. Show live results. We've got 6 darts, 2 skydivings, 11 breakdancings, and 2 chesses. It is ridiculously breakdancing. Let's see what that does to the scores. And we've got Juggler takes his position back, his rightful place back at the top with 679 points. Tash with 671 and Mal with 667. Come on, Tash, we need a big comeback from you. In the nicest possible way, Stephen. Question 10. Remember, this is your gambling question. You can bet whatever you want, but if you don't bet anything, you don't win anything. Here we go. Question 10. Your hint is leprechaun adjacent. This is a leprechaun adjacent question, not a sports question. What is the middle colour of a rainbow? Is it violet, green, red, or orange? I'm imagining lots of people sitting at home going, I can see a rainbow, I can see a rainbow. Well, I hope you're all doing that anyway. Oh, most of you going for green for some reason, and only 4 of you going for orange, which is the wrong answer. It's green. You never knew the song. That's the only way I can tell what colours are in a rainbow, is singing the rainbow song. Much like, I'm ashamed to admit this, but well into my 20s or 30s, when someone asked me something from the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's the seventh letter. L, M, N, P. Yeah, sometimes I wonder. I'm really quite stupid sometimes. No song here. Roy G. Biv. Yep, that's the other one. I forgot about that. What is it? Something. Richard of York gave battle in vain. Roy G. Biv. That's why you all got it so quick. You weren't singing the song. You were doing the Roy G. Biv. Let's see what it's done to the points. Not much. Most people got that right. So the top three is kind of unchanged. What's happened to Mal? Where's Mal gone? Has he bet it all and lost? Has he run away? Or did he just not bet enough? Oh no, that's seventh. He just didn't bet enough. That's what went wrong there. Question 11. Which tech company started life with the name Backrub? Was it Apple, Microsoft, Google, or Yahoo? Well, it seems to be split between Google and Yahoo. Well, the name Backrub was meant to be derived from a search algorithm which was based on backlinks. So, you know, give you a backrub for your backlink. It was Google. Oh dear. Arnie, SGH and Zenny in the top 10, missing out on that one. Ready for 12? Here we go. Which of these Jean-Claude Van Damme stills is from the classic Sudden Death film? These are all Jean-Claude Van Damme films. Is it Sudden Death, Slow Death, Painful Death, or just Death? Oh, quite an even split on this one. So we have 7 of you going for what is clearly Universal Soldier. 5 of you going for what is Sudden Death. 3 of you going for I've immediately forgotten the name of that. Street Fighter. And 5 of you going for, I can't remember if that's Kickboxer or Bloodsport, but it's one of those. Anyway, it's B. Slow Death. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I've accidentally marked A correct as well. Whoops. A. Why is A right also? A is right also because I'm an idiot. So you only get punished if you got C or D. See, you get these little nuggets of generosity. A is Universal Soldier. I made a boo-boo. But as I remind you on a weekly basis, the answer's whatever I say it is, whether it's right or wrong. Anyway, quickly, let's move on. Question 13. Which of these planets in our solar system does not have rings? Generosity, yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, I agree. Is it Neptune? Is it Uranus? Is it Mercury? Or is it Jupiter? Which planet does not have rings? Overwhelming majority of you going for Mercury because Mercury is the correct answer. Juggler and Tash, the family duo, both getting that one wrong, but remaining in the lead and second place, with Shadow moving up to third. Congratulations. Question 14. Which horoscope sign is depicted by a crab? Is it Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, or Leo? This is my sign. Nonsense as it is. Guess who copied their answer? Yeah, most of you are quite correct. It is indeed Cancer. So, the top guy's always getting that one. Tommy's on the cusp the day of Pisces and Aquarius. I think I'm on the cusp of Cancer and Leo. Whatever. It's all nonsense. Question 15. What is the longest recorded flight of a flying fish? Is it 45 seconds, 22 seconds, 84 seconds, or 12 seconds? This question was going to be about the family or genus that these flying fish are all from, but I couldn't pronounce it, so I went with this question instead. Quite a spread again. 10 for 45, 4 and 4 for 22 and 84. It was 45. Oh, Tash gets the lead. Takes the lead from Dad. Where is Stevie P? All I can think about now is postage costs. Stevie P's in fourth. Oh, I think that still might be enough to win. Come on, Tash. I mean, impartial. Good luck, everyone. Question 16. Where do the Flintstones live? Is it Stony Heights, Bedrock, Cretaceous City, or Yabba Dabba Doo Town? It is a long time. 45 seconds. Everyone went for Bedrock because the answer is Bedrock. So that should have done almost nothing to the scores. Tash increasing her lead with a fast answer. Everyone getting that quick, but not as quick as Glorp from Texas. Question 17. Where in the body is the uvula located? The stomach, the throat, the nether regions, or the feet? It has tickled me. The two people who went for nether regions. I can only envisage some confused conversations at some point down the line. It is indeed the throat. It's the wee dangly bit at the back of your throat. Well done, almost everyone. The Northern Stone Age family from the town of Bedrock, indeed. If I win, I want my prize to be a 20 kilo box of Dragonstone. It cost like 12 quid to send a 100 gram towel So no. Your prize will be a heartfelt congratulations. Question 18. What is a Geiger counter used to measure? Is it earthquakes, radiation, wind speed, or time? What do we think? No, Tommy clicked the wrong one. 8 thought earthquakes, 12 thought radiation. Radiation it was. I think a few of you have just seen earthquakes. Yeah, that's okay. Oh no, because I did exactly the same. But no, Geiger counters radiation. Question 19, penultimate question. Here we go. How many calories are in 1 gram of fat? How many calories in 1 gram of fat? Is it 1? Is it 100? Is it 32? Or is it 9? This question was submitted by my eldest son. I have fact checked it afterwards, and it is indeed true. Quite the spread here. We may get some movers and shakers here. The answer is 9. There are 9 calories in 1 gram of fat. The top 3 all getting that one right. Shadow moving out of the top 3 by getting that one wrong. June moving up there as well. Brian's given up. Brian's down in 20th place. He's not playing anymore. He's obviously lost. He's gone to play with his new fish tank. Right. Final question. Are you going to risk it all? Are you going to play safe? Do you know what you're going to do yet yourselves? Well, time to decide. The hint is bingo! But what could that mean? In bingo, what number has the call Heinz Varieties? Is it 13, 57, 23, or 66? See, sometimes the questions are easy. This was mostly for Rebecca's benefit if she was here, because she wouldn't gamble on it. I want to show that you can win big if you gamble big sometimes, and then punish her next week by making a really hard one. But anyway, a die hard one or something. Most of you have gone for number 57. Nobody have gone for 23 or 66, but 2 of you have gone for 13. Unlucky for some, unlucky for those 2, because the answer is 57. Because there are 57 varieties, yes, on a tin of Heinz beans. So let's see what that has done. In 3rd place, Stevie P in 3rd place. In 2nd place, Juggler, but our winner is Tash. Congratulations, Tash. Let's see what that's done. 3,866 points. It's only 4. Right, live spreadsheeting. Let me get the spreadsheet up. Let me do that. Export the player rankings. Open the player rankings. I think we can probably already tell that that's not enough, but there we go. So we take that, remove that, delete that, copy that. No, copy all of it. There we go. Copy week 4. And that means that our winner, our deserved winner, my face is in the way, our deserving winner is Stephen P with 12,180 points, just in second place with 11,000, only 900 points behind. With 11,280 points is Tash. Juggler 8,266. So, if nothing else, we've caused some kind of rift in the Juggler household. False Inspector, Scat, Shadow, Gasmusk, Zenny in 8th, June in 9th, and 10th for Sleeping Beauty. Congratulations, everyone. So, Stevie P. If you would like a towel, I can send you a towel. Or, as usual, go on aquariumadventures.co.uk. This one, where's it gone? In fact, you can all go on here just to pay for some stuff so I can afford it. You can go on aquariumadventures.com, I believe, if you're in the US. Choose anything that you want, and I'll send you it as a deserving winner. You would love a towel. Okay, fine. I think I've still got your address, so I will send you a towel. They've got hanging loops, don't you know? They're very good, these towels. But, you know, if anybody else wants to buy some stuff, you can get all kinds of things. Bags, t-shirts, hoodies, mouse mats, mugs, water bottles, with all these. All these. There's like 5 designs. So, there you go. Well done, everybody. Congrats all who dared, says June. Quite right. Steve says, woo! I predict next month will be the most European, sportiest month of trivia ever. No, I'm trying to remain fair. If you win, you win. That's why we do it. Jugbot got beat. He did indeed. So these things happen every now and again. But he did win last week, so he has prizes coming his way. Did we decide on what we're doing, towel or not? Those 2 weeks where I gambled and lost cost me. Indeed they did. So if we look back at... Why is that not working? So if we look at Juggler down here, week 1 he scored 0 points. That's where he went wrong. Nearly 4,000 points in week 2. And again, nearly 4,000 points tonight. Tash, you did well. If your week 3, you hadn't gone so bad, you'd ran away with it. So if you can see yourself in there to see where you ended up, congratulations to all who played. Sudden death cheated me. Sorry. These things happen, you know. I am but human. To err is human. I'm also quite lazy and don't do the quizzes until about 6 o'clock. Right, sorry, I'm trying to do live spreadsheeting again. This is what I slag Jack off for doing live spreadsheeting. No, never. So we start again next week. A brand new chance to win for everyone. So come along, 9 o'clock, and join us. we'll probably do the quiz around about the same time, 9:30. I'll try and do the quiz, and we'll start August off with a bang. Right, let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that. Move over there. June says her favourite JCVD movie is Street Fighter. That can't be anyone's favourite movie of any genre or person. May I share a multi-tier shark fact? I mean, where were you last week? I had a whole round about... I had 10 questions about sharks. Thinking you might show up for the 50,000 subscriber special, but no. Now you waltz in here and want to tell us all about sharks. Yes, of course you can. Go for it. If you're after a hint, join Discord and put earworms of question in the chat. It works every time. It does. I often don't have any time or ideas of what to put as my quiz questions. Every week I start with grand ideas that, right, Monday, it's quiet today, I'll do the quiz questions. And then it turns out like, oh, it's 7 o'clock on a Friday, shit. And we never get there. Kung Fu Panda is my favourite JCVD film. Boots and Cats. Rachel making a play to replace Rebecca as the... Have you seen Die Hard? Before I finish that sentence, have you seen Die Hard? Oh look, she's here. Only a little late. Well, why wouldn't you enjoy a nice Friday evening out in the town? If breakdancing can make the Olympics, who knows? LA 2028 could be you and Jack in the gold medal spreadsheeting matchup. I think you could be in that one. You had to help me out with one. If spreadsheeting became an Olympic sport, if it was overly complicated spreadsheeting, then I'd be in with a chance. So often, I get really proud of my spreadsheet sometimes. I'm like, right, can everyone have a look at this? I've done a nested if statement with 11 nested ifs. Someone will be like, do you know there's a button for that? I'm like, arr. Sorry, my discus are attacking my overflow. Nabo, the shark questions while you've been away, you wouldn't believe. I know. I do all this for him, and then... Fact 1. There is balls of metal on the bottom of the Pacific Ocean that are set to be mined because there's no regulation against it and it's too early to know how to regulate it. Awa? This isn't a shark question. There is balls of metal on the bottom of the Pacific Ocean that are set to be mined because there's no regulation against it and it's too early to know how to regulate it. Okay. We learnt last week that if the questions are science heavy, then it's Missy's Adventures that wrote that week's quiz. No, Missy's Adventures is consulted on the science heavy questions. She often steers me wrong as well, because I'll be talking about... the famous one is reverse osmosis, where I want... not that I have to ask permission, but I wanted to buy a reverse osmosis filter and she wouldn't let me because she said it was made up. There's no such thing as reverse osmosis. She has seen Die Hard, that's alright then, okay. Fields of it. Fields of metal balls. Fact 2. These balls of stuff support bacterial colonies of undiscovered life, and each ball is essentially its own ecosystem. We have no idea how they work together or individually to survive. There's going to be more. Fact 3. They want to mine these minerals, very rare. I immediately read that in a Donald Trump accent. They want to mine these minerals, very rare, to use them to make batteries and electronics, essentially very rare, essentially more valued than gold. Fact 4, this is where we tie it into sharks. Okay, I get you. It turns out they're made of shark teeth. Sharks are going to save us, just leave their balls alone. So how do they become ball-shaped if they're made of teeth? A great white shark was in Irish waters recently. I heard there was one in the Thames recently, wasn't there? I don't know if it was a great white, or it was a shark. There you go. Brian said it must be true. A shark spotted in the River Thames. Huge balls. I saw that. They put a temporary stop to it when the waters around the metals are higher in O2 levels than they expected, so are worried that any mining will reduce the O2 levels in the oceans. Right. Well, how do you search for a thing like that? Shark balls. Metal. No. So the first sorry. So this is my critical thinking here. The first thing that got me was that he started fact 3 with they. Anytime anybody always starts a fact with they, I'm always like, who's they? They who? I'm not saying that to be mean to you, Nabo. It's like, normally it's like, did you know that they said aliens did this and that and the other? And you're like, who's they? Oh, you know, them. Like, who? The government? No, they did. Who's they? And the second thing is, when the first result of anything is the Daily Mail, I immediately want to call bollocks. So I'm sure that this isn't bollocks, and we will click on and have a look anyway. Mysterious dark oxygen. It's advert. Fuck off. Mysterious dark oxygen has been produced in the deep ocean by lumps of metal on the sea floor, and it could rewrite everything we knew about the origins of life on Earth. Metals in the deep ocean floor produce dark oxygen 13,000 feet below the surface, a new study has suggested. The finding challenges long-held assumptions that only photosynthetic, that's a word that I can say, photosynthetic organisms that use sunlight, water and carbon dioxide to create fuel and oxygen, such as plants and algae, generate Earth's oxygen. It may even call into question how life on Earth began. The study indicates oxygen can also be produced on the seafloor where no light reaches in order to support oxygen breathing, aerobic sea life in complete darkness. Andrew Sweetman, so he's one of the they, of the Scottish, if he's a Scottish person, then it's bound to be true. The Scottish Association for Marine Science, SAMS. I did not know of any such society. There's a video idea. I go and find this Andrew Sweetman and say, what's all this about shark teeth? Made dark oxygen discovery while conducting ship-based field work in the Pacific. He's not going to want to speak to me, is he? He said, for aerobic life to begin in the planet, there has to be oxygen, and our understanding has been that Earth's oxygen supply began with photosynthetic organisms. But we now know there's oxygen produced in the deep sea where there's no light. I think, therefore, we need to revisit questions like, where could aerobic life have begun? Professor Sweetman made the discovery while sampling the seabed of the Clarion-Clipperton Zone, a mountainous submarine ridge along the seafloor that extends nearly 4,500 miles across the northeast quadrant of the Pacific Ocean. When they initially detected oxygen, he assumed the equipment must be broken. When we first got this data, we thought the sensors were faulty because every study we've ever done in the deep sea has only seen oxygen being consumed rather than produced, Professor Sweetman said. Some sharks. We would come home and recalibrate the sensors, but over the course of 10 years these strange oxygen readings kept showing up. The scientists then decided to try a different method, but this produced the same results. When both methods came back with the same result, we knew we were onto something groundbreaking and unthought of. Natural mineral Natural mineral deposits called polymetallic nodules that form on the ocean floor sit at the heart of the discovery. A mix of various minerals, they can measure anywhere between tiny particles and an average-sized potato. Co-author Franz Giger of Northwestern University, US, said the polymetallic nodules that produce this oxygen contain metals such as cobalt, nickel, copper, lithium, and manganese, which are all critical elements used in batteries. Several large-scale mining companies now aim to extract these precious elements from the sea floor at depths of 10 to 20,000 feet below the surface. We need to rethink how to mine these materials so we do not deplete the oxygen source for deep sea life. So far, everything's stacking up, Nabo. In previous research, Professor Giger, who knows, found that rust, when combined with salt water, can generate electricity. The researchers investigated whether the deep ocean nodules generated enough electricity to produce oxygen, just 1.5 volts, the same voltage as a typical AA battery. Helpful. Is enough to split seawater. Voltages up to 0.95 volts were recorded on the surface of single nodules, and when multiple nodules clustered together, the voltage could be much more significant, just like when batteries are connected in series. Professor Giger said, it appears we have discovered a natural geobattery. These geobatteries are the basis for possible explanation of the ocean's dark oxygen production. The findings are published in the journal Nature Geoscience. Okay, so I'm going to have to find that to see whether or not. No mention of sharks there, though, was there? So there you go. Maybe we'll read about this in our own time. Okay. I was very much humbled in the South has unique animals in researching tuna. Scotland has them too. Scotland have got everything. Let's just always assume Scotland has whatever it is you're looking for. Currents in the bottom of the ocean, they lose some insane amounts of teeth per day. Just imagine, we keep killing the sharks, no more magical balls. I mean, we shouldn't be killing the sharks anyway. Do we need magical balls to take care of the sharks? Look for Penn Island, they're next to that. Can't copy. Why won't you copy? Hang on, we can get there. Search for dark oxygen. Oh well, at least this has some pictures of shark balls. They, as the people said. I know, I don't mean to be. Just every conspiracy theory always starts with they, and usually has some dubious source. Not that this is a conspiracy theory. The amount of distracting books. Yeah, that's the Daily Mail for you. Do you need me? Come on, pronounce what? Pronouncing words has never been a strong suit of mine. But if anybody wants to join for the last half hour, feel free. I don't know how many people I can sustain as a guest, but if you want to join the stream, there is the link. BBC's well, so some people have problems with the BBC as well, but that's kind of my go-to source. If for nothing else, there's usually no adverts, so you can read it at least. The problem with these theories is wait 10 years. Yeah. Sometimes I use long words to sound more photosynthesis. Let's delete the Earth more. I know. I do like the fact that we found this cool thing. Look at this, everyone. We have no idea what happened. It might be the meaning of all life, and it might be the balance that keeps everyone alive. Let's mine it. How can I sell it? At least we know Graham's search history. Oh, what has my search history been? Has been school uniform. Yeah, well, I have been buying new school uniforms. Not for myself. I do have children, and they do. Oh, this grinds my gears. Complete tangent for a couple of seconds. The school has instigated a new school uniform policy, so both my kids who are midway through school, having bought all the school uniforms they would need to get them through to the end of bloody school, they've changed the school uniform, meaning they have to get a whole new set of school uniform things in the category. Why? Anyway, sorry, carry on. People in academia wait their entire lives to get published in Nature, so that is the place to get published. So, again, I apologise. I didn't mean to make out like it was all bollocks. And many never do. Acidic solution in ceramic case with a coil wrap of copper. What is that, the battery thing? It'll be for Grahamina to dress as Brittany. What, the school uniforms? No, it's definitely not for me. It is legitimate school uniform research for my children. So, is there going to be, says in a Grail voice, an Eliminator this week? There is going to be an Eliminator. And it's going to be now. I should have done that a minute ago. Sorry, I got confused with all the amazing extra sharp facts. So we've got the Eliminator number 14. We've got no Jack, so nobody to cheat this week. So nobody has chosen to join me on stream. So let's go straight into the Eliminator. Here is the link. Hopefully. With phone contracts now being 36 months minimum, my phone is tired of its service. Ouch. I've not had a phone contract in like 10 years. Oh, I'm hearing noises. Right.
Yeah, you've got noises.
Why do I hear noises? Is there a wild Brian joining me?
Yes.
Hang on.
No, I'm not wild. I'm not wild, but I'm wild.
I need to figure out how to share just one
Get
person.
up, you.
Wait a minute.
Get up, you. They're laughing aloud.
Right. I can hear you. I'm just going to shut you up for a second until I figure out how to bring you in. Give me a second. Studio. Let's have a look at this. I think you did hear a wild Susan in the background as well. just trying to set the quiz up for now. It's no working. Why are you not working? There we go. That'll do. Right. Let's copy you in. Here we go. Guest 1.
What do you mean?
There you go. So, hang on. I need to get rid of the other names because they're not here.
Oh, I can't see it. Just see myself.
Yeah, you can only see you. You're the only one here.
Okay. I'm used to talking to myself. Is there no song about that? Talking to him. I see, it's a song that. Talking to myself, living with myself.
Uh-oh, we've got echo.
Uh-oh.
Try that. How's that? Is that echo-tastic?
I didn't get echo.
Call IT to sort it out. Hopefully we have now sorted it out. Say something interesting, Brian.
Something interesting.
Is that okay, everyone? Echo is gone. That's what we need to know. Right. If anyone else wants to join, you saw the link earlier. Feel free. I shall bring you in as we do. But we're going to crack on with the Eliminator.
Uh-oh. I'm not in chat. I'm not in out. I'm on my phone. I kind of do now because I have forgotten my PC password. Yippee! And I can't get it in the BIOS.
Well, you just have to listen to me.
Reason.
I will read the questions out. Then you will wait 10 seconds before telling me the answer, because then everyone else will jump in, and then we'll be okay. Ready?
Well, I'm used to getting busted about, like.
Right.
But, you know.
Here we go. Question number 1. After the countdown. 20 seconds. Here we go. Do you want to tell everyone about your new tank?
Yes. Do you want to see it? There you go. You see it?
Ooh, lovely. Right, question 1. What global sporting event starts this week? Is it the Masters, the FIFA World Cup, the Olympics, or the Tour de France?
International Bulls.
Well,
Is it no international Bulls, like?
almost everyone went for Olympics, except for one person.
No me.
It was Mona Lee who went for Tour de France. But
What, Mona Lisa?
it was the Olympics.
Was Mona Lisa no painted in France?
The Mona Lisa? What are you on about?
I don't know. Mona Lisa, that's in the French gallery, is it no?
It is. Moving on. Question 2. What film is set in Nakatomi Plaza? Not Tower. Plaza. Is it Die Hard?
Tower.
Is it Die Hard but in yellow? Is it Ghostbusters or Beverly Hills Cop?
It's not Tower. It is Tower.
It's not Tower. We covered this last week.
It is Tower, man.
It's not. Just because some random fireman said Tower on his radio does not mean that the building is called Tower.
It does.
It doesn't. It's Plaza. Well, let's see. We're about to see. So, 16 people thought it was Die Hard, and it was indeed Die Hard.
Well, whatever Graham says is the right answer, by the way.
Correct. That's everyone still sticking in there. We've all got a good chance. Ready for question 3?
I'm in, by the way. I've won everyone.
What sci-fi film / TV universe do Klingons belong to?
Oh, let me think.
Is it Dune, Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars, or Star Trek?
Damn it, I was looking for the toilet.
100% of people thought it was Star Trek. Because it's Star Trek.
It's...
Would you still be in here, Brian, so far? You got all these right?
Yeah,
Good.
obviously.
Ready for 4? The classic
Still can-
1877 novel Black Beauty is about what kind of animal? Is it a raven, a horse, a cat, or a dog?
Oh, I know this one. Because we were brought up with it in the 70s on a TV programme.
Yeah. Do you remember the theme tune to that programme?
Oh, shit. No, it's not that. That's...
I always get confused between that, Ski Sunday, and Game of Thrones.
No, it wasn't a Game of Thrones. It's...
That was Chariots of Fire.
Was it?
I don't know. I've confused myself now.
Alright, someone Google it.
Someone Google
Put
it.
it in Discord. Put it in Discord.
Everyone thought it was a horse. It was indeed a horse.
What's the Black Beauty theme?
Everyone's still in. Question 5. What's the largest bone in the human body? Is it the tibia, the femur, the skull, or the fibula?
Oh,
What do you think?
compacted biology. I'm going T.
Tibula.
No, it's fibula. Man, it's fibula.
It's neither. It's femur.
Eh?
It's your big thigh bone, leg bone. Bonus fact about the femur, it can bear 30 times the weight of the human that it supports.
That's why mines are so thick now. Put a wee bit of weight on.
We've also given a seizure to everyone with that picture. Sorry about that, everyone. We've got 5 people eliminated. Who's been eliminated then? We've lost Mona Lee, Shadow, Gas Musk, and Arnie GT. But 13 survivors going into question number 6. What year did World War I begin? (1909, 1914, 1888, or 1934?
I know this one.
What do you think?
It's 4 years before my dad was born. My dad was born in 1922, so 4 years from my dad. 1918. Alright. Sounds kinda right.
Close.
Graham got
1914.
it right.
We've lost another couple of people, but still in. Mickey, False Inspector, Crash, Zenny, SGH, Laurie Carey Day, Tash. Why have you done that, Scream? What's going on?
Where's Juggler went like?
I think Juggler's still in. Yep. Tash, Stevie P, Benjamin, Juggler, and Texas Tom. All still in it.
What do you say?
Ready for question 7, folks? Here we go. What does URL stand for? Nothing is a marketing term. Ultra Read Location, United Resource Level, or Universal Resource Locator? What do you think?
I'm going back to my computing days. I'll say D.
D, Universal
D.
Resource Locator. 6 people agree with you, and they are right.
Ooh, did I get that one right?
You did, well done. So we've lost a couple though. We've only got 6 survivors. We've got Benjamin, Laurie Carriday, SJH, Zenny, Mickey, and False Inspector. We lost Juggler and Tash in that one. How did that happen?
Oh, come on, Juggler, man.
Stevie Plea
I think somebody's
misclicked.
playing in Juggler's name, like.
And I thought you'd have got that one, Juggler. Oh, Tinternet dropped out.
Yeah. It squeezes, it squeezes.
Is Wi-Fi the nothing one? Wi-Fi is the nothing one. You're quite right. Right, we're ready. Question 8. We've still got 6 people in. Question 8. This might be a record for the amount of people at this level. Here we go. Which popular condiment was once sold as a medicinal cure for diarrhea? Was it Worcestershire sauce, ketchup, mustard, or vinegar?
Oh, got to be mustard. Got to be.
Oh,
Where'd you get these questions from? Jesus Christ.
up in my coupon. So, one person thought it was Worcestershire sauce, nobody thought it was ketchup, 3 people thought it was mustard, and one person thought it was vinegar. And the answer is... ketchup.
Howie.
No people survived. Unfortunately, there are no survivors at this question level.
At least I got to 8 or 9 or something.
Right, we'll do question 9 anyway, just for fun. This is just for Brian, but everyone else can play along too. Right, we'll play a fun new game. How about this, Brian? If you can answer before anyone types in the answer, then you win.
Okay.
Right.
That'll not happen.
Question 9. What was the very first video ever played on MTV? Was it Thriller, Michael Jackson, Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles, Like a Virgin by Madonna, or Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses?
I thought it was Dire Straits, to be honest.
That wasn't one of the options. And you've already lost, sorry. The answer, as a few people said, I think Zen Ginger was first. Was that right? Yep, Zenny was first.
Buggle.
The answer is Video Killed the Radio Star by the Buggles. Question 10.
I was thinking of that question though, because I was actually working in Comet at the time, and
In Comet?
yeah, I was working in Comet at the time, and the whole bank of TVs was all set for MTV.
Where did you work in Comet?
Kirkcaldy.
I worked in Rutherglen in Comet. I started as the van boy and then went on to be the delivery driver that was my Saturday job.
Well, I think I might have met you then, because I started off on the sales floor and went through onto the van, and we went through Rutherglen and all that, picking up stock.
And we went to Kirkcaldy quite a lot, picking up stock and dropping off stock.
Well, if you went to Kirkcaldy, I'd be the wee man hanging up by his arms on his forklift.
Oh, it's got a small world, eh? Who knew? Question 10. We'll come back to the Comet thing. How many states did the Appalachian Trails go through? Was it 4, 14, 6, or 9?
Ooh. That's the scary trails, isn't it?
I must admit, I did not know the answer to this one.
I think it's 4, but it's the scary trails. That's where all the stories come out of.
That's where you get the Bigfoots and you get all the murders and all that kind of stuff.
The hills have eyes and all that
Hmm.
kind of thing. And the
As
wrong
Rebecca
turn
says, are
and
those the mountains that are as creepy as the rumours say? Yes.
what they're meant to be.
Mal says, paternity test required on the show. I don't think we're related. I'm pretty sure we're... How old are you, Brian?
A wee bit older than you.
Old enough to be related in some kind of way?
I'm 53.
Nah, you're not old enough to be my dad. We're fine. Phew. Okay, we can move on.
Aye, but my granddad got a fair bit.
I started early, yeah. Uh, the answer is 14.
What?
The Appalachian Trails go through 14 states.
Oh wait.
So whoever said B first, and I think that was Adam C. Might, unless it was only Oscars. You got that one right.
So is Mal getting up in camp?
I don't know, Mal, are you going to join us for the last little while?
Two bar Scotsmen and a two bar Geordie. Now better, man. Better now. If you're saying pet.
We need someone that's easily understandable to our North American cousins.
Oh, yes. Hello. My name is Brian.
So, Mal, come on, you can come and join us. Make a play for your... I'm trying to find the bloody thing. Hang on. You can make a play for your 1,000 subscriber special. You're getting close to it,
Come
aren't
on,
you?
canny lad.
Anyone that wants to join, I've just posted the link there. Tommy, do you want to come and say hello? I'll give this... I'm going to give you 5 minutes, Brian, to tell us all about what's going on in Brian's world. So, if you're not
What's
a
going
member
on
of the Discord server, you won't know much of this. But Brian's got himself a fancy new tank, a fancy new bunch of plants. So tell us what's going on. What's your plans?
Well, what's going on in my fancy new tank? I don't know if you've seen it or not because it's there. You know, fancy new tank, 240 litre, I think, roughly 68 gallons US, 62, 68, something like that. Not quite sure.
I don't know.
I've got loads of plants from the good guy Mickey. The plants I got off Mickey are just absolutely stunning, beautiful, and I can't thank him enough.
What did he give you? What did you get?
I've got Crips, Anubias, the one that begins with B, I can't pronounce, Bulbitis.
Bulbitis, yeah.
Is it
Or
Bulbitis?
Bucephalandra.
Something like that, aye.
One of the bees.
And yeah, I've got loads of flowers of them. Plants of them. I've got the ones I got off yourself, which are still kind of standing up to the snails. One's melting, one's not. Which is what's it get? The witchy eye pink?
Pitchy pink.
Pitchy pink eye. One's melted, one's not, but it's coming back. Java Ferns, and yes, someone's taking me for an outing tomorrow.
I heard. Where are you going?
I've not got a clue. It's a magical mystery tour.
Oh, right.
Magical mystery tour, and I don't know why everybody wants to help me because I'm useless. I'm just, and I'm. It's being a Scotsman. I'm proud, and it hurts.
It's what
It
to
doesn't hurt.
accept some help. I think that's just
Aye.
it's a very British thing to say. Oh no, I don't need any help. But yeah, why wouldn't you accept some help? That's what I think
It's
is the good thing about, in particular, this hobby, this community. I'm not saying the aquarium adventures community is any different to any others, but fish keeping in general. If you find someone else that's into fish tanks, you want to help them, whether or not they need it. So I'll find someone who's got a much fancier tank than me, and I'll be like, "Oh, do you want some plants? I've got some plants." They don't need any plants. I think it's the fish keeping thing.
yeah. It's well, if it wasn't from yourself and me being allowed into your Discord, or and accepting me the way I've been accepted in your Discord, the way I am, I'm just Jack the lad, just want to have a bit of giggle, and it's thrown me. It's really thrown me.
Oh, we're going to get all emotional now, Brian.
I already am, man.
So June's saying in the chat, the way to deal with this is decline twice and accept the third offer. I think I've seen that quite a few times. Would you like one of these? No. Are you sure? No. Are you really? Oh, go on then. That's the way to do it, isn't it?
No, it wasn't. I was expecting like 3 plants, something like that, 3 plants. I went, oh, that'll be alright, and I can figure out round it. Or figure out round it, I should say. I was thinking, planning my escape, I can figure out round it. And then mix into plants. And I'm like, oh, dear.
Well, all you need to remember is these are all plants that Mickey's got extra of. So when you're 6 months down the line and Bob turns up saying, has anyone got any plants that can help out with? You'll be able to return the favour, and it's that thing of what goes around comes around, isn't it?
What? But Bob's Susan's boyfriend.
That's a twisted web to weave. I don't know. I don't think we should get into that now.
Oh, that you got that joke, did you?
He's also your brother's uncle.
Aye. Actually, funny enough, I do have an uncle, Robert.
That's my dad's name, Robert. Silver Creeks. We're going on about snakes in the chat for some reason. Tommy says we've got loads of rattlers and hognoses. I wouldn't have thought they lived in the same place. That kind of threw me a little bit there. Aren't hognoses dead friendly snakes, and rattlers are unfriendly snakes?
Yeah. The hognose and rattlers are nasty.
But you get hognose snakes as pets here. I'm pretty sure I used to have one of my roommates had one of them.
Is that not horn nose?
I'm pretty sure people have hognose as pets. They're the ones with the little upturned noses, obviously.
Yeah, the wee.
There you go. Rebecca's saying she's got a hognose. I don't know if she's talking about a snake or just her face.
Or gerbils. It's probably gerbils.
Hognose are venomous, but it's targeted venom. Some humans are susceptible to it, but it's not common, says Tommy. It's a prey-specific venom.
What?
And Rebecca's saying she's got a snake called Quet. It's a female western hognose and is a big fan of the channel. So, hello, Quet. Thank you for coming.
I'm just speaking snake there.
June says she's heard more rattlers than she's seen. I think that's probably the way you want it, because if you can hear them, that's them letting you know not to come any closer, surely. If you see them, you're about to get bit.
Oh, mind you, having lived in Aussie, Yeah, seen a few. You don't want to meet them.
Right. As someone who lived in Australia for a while, Brian, what is the scariest thing in Australia? Of all the wild animals, is it spiders? Is it snakes? Is it what is it?
This, well, my own experience, the scariest thing I ever came across was when the fuses blew, so I had to go outside to the outside box. Yeah, put my hand in, straight back out because the red back right on right on my finger or right on the top of my hand.
What's a redback? A spider.
Yeah, red back. Black widow times 10, kind of sort of.
It's the huntsman spiders that I don't like,
Well, huntsman's are not to worry about, man.
but they're massive. I don't like little spiders. I don't like big ones either.
The size of my hand, man. I do have a picture of one somewhere.
I've just put
That
a
we
red
caught.
back up on the screen for people to have a look at. The Australian black widow, a species of highly venomous Australian spider.
And what's worse is white tips. And they can crawl on your bed and bite you. But the white tip's venom actually eats flesh. What's the worst thing? I had some went out to the mailbox one day, came in with it was all elastic banded up, went out the mailbox, brought it in the house, took the band off, and there's just this massive fucking what do you call them, trapdoors?
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the mail. So yeah, it's fun. It is actually fun living in Australia.
Mandy's saying, I think we know how Rebecca will eventually die by petting something she shouldn't.
Yeah, petting Brian. Goodbye.
Sure. There we go.
Because whatever you say, spiders are definitely not cute.
They're beautiful. If you respect them, they will respect you. I love spiders in the house. Susan,
Oh,
you might have heard Susan there.
no.
I love spiders in the house. You have spiders in the house, you don't have flies. That's my...
Yeah, but you don't need spiders that have got like a 3-foot wingspan. Not that they have wings, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm about to burst. You might have seen me jiggling about like this for a while, so I think I'm going to have to call time on the evening before my bladder explodes. So thank you for joining me for a little while, Brian. But we're going to have to say goodbye and wish everyone a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you in the next one. Say goodbye, Brian.
I did try to speak normal English, you know.
You did pretty well.
Because seemingly, Rebecca doesn't speak English. Did you know that?
Yes, let's take this discussion back up in Discord because I'm going to explode. Night night, bye bye.
Bye bye. Love ya.
For those of you who are still here, I just had to very quickly go back and deal with some emergency toilet requirements. So we have done that now. Have a good pee. Hope everything comes out okay. It did. It was lovely. Some of us are still here. Yeah, I only came back down to end the stream because I knew I didn't do that because I was literally going to explode. So I had to run upstairs as fast as I could. But now it's a bit more chilled. I literally did just come back to end the stream, so, you know, a wee bonus extra for all of you. I don't have any bonus extra content, so, you know, don't get too carried away. I know you. Yeah, we need to get better at this. So, for those of you who are still hanging around, I'd just like to say thank you to Brian. I know he was very emotional about his extra plants that he got from Mickey. If you aren't a member of the Discord server, go and join it because there are nice people on there who share stuff. Thanks to Brian for coming on and joining me. If you want to join me in any future streams, you don't have to be a YouTuber. Like, Brian isn't a YouTuber. You don't have to be a big deal in the YouTube world. It's just about hanging around. So, you know, next week, Juggler, do you want to come on? Mal, do you want to come on? Zen, do you want to come on? Say hello. June, any of you that are still kicking around, did you check out penisland.com? I didn't. Should we do that now? It doesn't seem to want to let me in. Pen Island Pets? No, can't be that. I've just been done. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know where to start. I'm devastated. I've just typed that in, and do you know what's come up? In fact, let me show you this. That came up, and I'm going, it can't be that. That's not what he means. Turns out it is. This is like Chubby Brown coming back out to do one last joke. Shall I tell you my favourite joke? It might be a bit racist, but not in that way. So, in my best Roy Chubby Brown impression, there's an Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman. It's World War II, and they're flying home after being months of battle, and they're flying home. They're getting away from things, and they're all on a plane together. And their plane gets shot down over Germany, and they crash and they land in a field. And the Englishman says, "Right, guys, quick, come on, let's go and hide." And they run away. And the Germans are coming. They shoot down everyone else in the plane. It's only the Englishman, the Irishman, and the Scotsman that survive. And they survive by running into a barn that they find in some farmland. The Scotsman says, "Right, guys, let's hide. The Germans are coming. The Nazis are coming. Let's hide." And the Irishman says, "There's some sacks over there. Let's jump in those sacks." So they jump in, And then the SS commander comes in and says, "Right, search the building." So they go away and all the Germans search the building. "Nothing here, Commandant." He says, what else have we got? "Just some sacks over there." He says, "What's in the sacks?" So he takes his bayonet and he pokes the first sack that's got the Englishman in it, and the Englishman goes, "F, F, F." The German goes, "It's okay, it's just puppies, it's fine." Pokes the next sack. He pokes the next sack with the Scotsman in it, and the Scotsman goes, "Meow, meow. It's okay, it's just kittens." Poke the next sack. He pokes the next sack with the Irishman in it, and the Irishman goes, "Potatoes, potatoes." That's my favourite joke. I'm sorry. It's terrible. It's terrible, but it's my favourite joke. Wait till you're next on stream without an ad blocker. Yeah. God, I can't believe I fell for that as well. I specifically chose beer that were only like 4.5%, so as I wouldn't get lulled into this false sense of security. Mickey unsubs. Fishfam Link joke. Let's see which one's worse, says Zenny. Okay, Fishfam Link says, "How do fish stay healthy?" By swimming every day. My joke's better than that, surely. Oh, wow, indeed. They're not even equally bad. Mine was good compared to that. Oh, we can do riddles as well. Okay. Let's see what it says. What fish is best at hide and seek? Answer: a camelfish. Oof. I don't even get that. I'm worried that I don't understand that and I've missed. Fishfam Link has outsmarted me. Oh. Did you ever see Jack and Arnold read out a comment from Dildo? How do you make a dog drink? Stick it in a blender. Oh dear. If this is what AI finds humorous, this is how we'll know where the robots are robots. Indeed, I think that's what we have to worry about. There was a picture on, JT's JT streaming fish. That's not what it's called. JT keeping fish. He had a picture of his new discus pair, and he asked the AI to expand the picture. And it was like a pair of discus fish, and then what came at either side of it was just like all holy hell has broken loose and some kind of satanic abomination. It came out and like, I think we're safe from our AI overlords for a little bit longer. The thing that worries me about AI is that sometimes it's really good, and this is the worst it'll ever be. Like if you think back to, if you're old enough like me, you think back to the first mobile phones, and they were like these enormous brick things that had just physical buttons, no screens or anything like that. In 10 years, that became a computer that can more powerful than the thing that sent you to NASA. Like, if AI is the worst it's ever going to be, is something that's actually pretty amazing. I use it almost on a day-to-day basis now, where I'll give a very strange example to most people. As part of my job, I might be asked to go away and do, can you do a design to do an Exchange migration? So Exchange is like a corporate way of sending emails to each other. Do an Exchange migration from an on-prem environment to a cloud environment. And in the old days, I'd have to go away and figure out, right, let's have a look at what an on-prem environment is. How many servers is that? How does that work? What kind of connections does it make to the outside world? What's the new environment look like? What are the various steps that I would need to take to move from A to B? How could that possibly go wrong? And that would take me weeks, a couple of weeks worth of effort to talk to all the various subject matter experts on how that would work. And now I can just go, do an Exchange migration, and it'll give me like 12 steps of how to do it. Alright, one of them might be spread peanut butter on your buttocks and sit down quick on some jam. You'd be like, oh, what? No. Okay, let's ignore step 7, everyone. But the rest of it is bang on, and you're like, oh, this is amazing. So again, if that's the worst it's ever going to be, the thing that worries me is most of the AI stuff seems to be concentrating on art or writing a novel or all the things. I'm like, this is not what I want AI to do. I want AI to do my dishes so as I can do art. I want AI to hoover the floor so I can write a novel. Why are you doing the things? I don't want you doing the cool things. I want you to do the shit things so as I can do the cool things. That's just not how it works. So that really annoys me. Yeah, this is ground level AI. We're totally in trouble. We are. I thought you all went to bed. No, I just went for a pee. I was very, very desperate for a pee. And I came down to turn off the stream and there were still 20 people here. So I thought, I'll say hello. When they get, the AI creating music. I'm like, no, let me create music. You do the things that's stopping me from creating music. That's what I want AI to do. And it's, don't get me wrong, it's great. I was talking to Aquarium Shed, and he uses AI music in a lot of his videos, and said, "Oh, you should try it out." So I tried it out, and it's great. It's fun. It's great fun. But I want to have the time to learn how to compose music, to how to mess around with AI music, rather than mess around with AI music. Mess around with, I'll learn how to work a synth and do a loop pedal and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to. It's the wrong way round. I think that's all. That's my point, anyway. Rebecca had a brick phone as a kid, but a laptop from an earlier age. Yeah, and all my kids, they've all had phones. Which is quite unusual. I think because I work in IT and I'm a bit of an IT geek, all my kids have had computers and phones from a fairly early age. I've had controls and stuff to make sure they don't go rampant with them. But even now, while they will come to me for 90% of the problems of, Dad, my phone's doing this, it won't do that, it won't do the other. What was it? So I remember when Snapchat, the app, when that first came out, I downloaded Snapchat, I used it with my friends, and I was like, can't be bothered with it. My daughter begged me to download Snapchat so we could get a snap streak going. And I have spent the last 3 or 4 weeks as a new Snapchat user going, I don't understand it. What is the point of this? Why is it what's happening? Who are these people? Are they real people? Why? Don't show me that. What's this? I think I'm a fairly tech savvy guy. I'm across most of the social medias, and Snapchat I just spend the time looking at my phone going, what? Who knows? I find it crazy those who prefer phones to laptops. Meet my wife. She has organised holidays on a phone with nothing more than a phone. She's bought thousands of pounds worth of stuff with nothing more than a phone. I don't even like using my laptop, so I'll use my laptop for some stuff, and then I'll come downstairs to here so I can get my big screens. And that makes me feel so old that I'm like, I have to have my big screen so as I can really see what it is I'm researching. Oh, I'm ancient. Yes, right, okay. Where are we at? Cam's in. Yep, my kids put me a few hours behind today, so I'd like, yeah, the kids, they rely on me to do. They're like, oh, Dad, what's a server? What's a network? How does this work? How can I download this film? Fine, I can do all that. And then they're like, oh, I've snapped my friend and he's done this, and he's pinned that, and I'm there. I'm like, what? None of that makes sense. So needy. So needy. How dare they use me for a taxi all the time? Yes, I spend most of my time driving my kids around. Not going to lie, that makes me really happy. I enjoy it. So it's one of my favourite things to do, is to drive my kids around. AI music is fun though. It is fun, and I've been playing around with it. It is fun. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, press this button, that button, this prompt, that prompt, there, the other. The fact that it can just come back with something, you're like, I'm blown away. I want to have the time to learn how to do that naturally, rather than have something else do all that for me. I don't know how to explain it properly. I know what I mean. Rebecca says, I don't entirely support AI art and music. I don't either. They are cool things. They are, without question, amazing. But yeah, it's how do you use it? It's how do you make sure... Because I'm seeing a lot of jobs and things like now where they are... What used to be called technical architects or solutions architects are now looking for prompt designers. So rather than someone that knows how to do X, Y, and Z, it's someone that knows how to ask AI to do X, Y, and Z. Which is it's kind of scary. Lisa wants a robot assistant / bodyguard. Yeah, I want someone to do the mopping up. I write my own lyrics for it. Yeah, I suppose you can... If you don't know how to play the tuba and you want tuba on your record, then yeah, that can make sense. But there's like the poor girl or guy that's like, I've spent 10 years learning how to do the freaking tuba, and now this computer's come in and stole my job. Yeah, go and... I don't know. How come when I was 11, my job was to program the video so my parents didn't accidentally record the 10 o'clock news and not the film they watched? When I was 11, my job was to turn the channel over. I was the remote control. It would be like, my dad sat there going, BBC 2, Channel 4, and you press the button. And now my daughter, she's 12 now, but yeah, I think of myself at the same time, like... Although, the other side of that coin is, I got my first job when I was 12. And I remember having to pretend to be 13 to get that job. And that was delivering 450 papers. If my mum's watching now, she'll be going, I know you didn't, I helped you. My mum helped me with my paper round because I had 450 papers. I had the biggest paper round in Glasgow. Whereas my kids are all like... Oh, Dad, I'm skint, I need some money, I want to go to mental home with my friends, I've got no money, wash my car, I'll give you a tenner. Don't want to do that. Stick some stickers on these food bags, I'll give you a fiver per 100 that you do. I'm not doing that. You're like, there's nothing you want to do, you lazy little gits. Yet now it's my job to set up my daughter's. Yes, I'm in charge of everyone's tech in the entire house. Not only this house, every family member that's in any way remotely connected to us, it's my job to deal with all technology, whether it be mobile phones, internet, computers, printers, emails. I've sent an email to a person, they've not got back to me. What am I meant to do about it? But yeah, all kinds of... anything that's even remotely connected to technology, the same way as the e-bike that I would tenuously link to an Aquarium Adventures video, the the printer that my mother-in-law's neighbour's friend's daughter's cat's babysitter has is my problem to fix whenever it goes wrong. Anyway, AI definitely can't replace coding. 100% disagree. It will definitely replace coding. You'll ask it what you want it to do, and what. In fact, generative AI of, I think, what is it, OpenAI 4 point something now. You can tell it what you want it to do and what language you want it to do it in, and it'll write the code for you. It'll be, yeah. So I put in what I need coded. It offers multiple solutions, most of which won't work, but it's only going to get better, and it is getting better. So unless you're paying for it, you're not got the best AI at the moment. The best AI at the moment, it'll offer you multiple solutions, and they'll all work in different ways. Did you get a pay rise when Channel 5 started? No, I'm that old that Channel 5 was... I think I was in my own house when Channel 5 started. VHS were great. Do you know, I'm that old. We had a Betamax. I remember going to Blockbuster Video, and there was like a special shelf for Betamax. C5, Channel 5. There used to only be 3 channels. I remember the 4th channel coming along. I remember getting sat down in front of the telly and like, son, this is a momentous moment. It's a new television channel. There are only 3. Today there are 4. And it was Countdown. Countdown was the first programme on Channel 4. And now you think about it now, even like Freeview is like 900 channels. Channel 5, not the electric scooter, so that was the Sinclair C5. Yeah, that was slightly different. 2 after ITV, yeah. I even had a telly that was so old, it only had 4 dials, and this throwback to working with Comet, because this was a TV, we delivered a TV, and the thing you did with Comet was, Comet, for those who don't know, was like Curry's PC World, but in the olden days. And you used to deliver a washing machine, you'd take away their old washing machine, deliver a fridge, take away their old fridge, deliver a TV, take away their old TV, and I took away an old TV that only had 4 buttons, but I wanted to tune in Channel 5, and to get to Channel 5 you had 1 button for BBC 1, BBC 2, ITV, Channel 4, and Channel 5 was press all the buttons in together. The analogue world. Have you used Claude Sonnet 3.5? I haven't. No. I've talked about it and I've seen some demos, but no, I don't have access to that one. I haven't used that. Well, I probably do have access to it. I just haven't tried it really. Dear me. Claude Sonnet's easier to talk to and understand what I want. The one thing that annoys me is that it spends like 2 paragraphs. Yeah. We've got like a version of whatever's, I can't remember what Microsoft are calling it these days anymore. It's like Cortana's, it's not even Cortana anymore. But we use it to interrogate our internal document library. So quite often I'll be like, I want to write a design, we'll use the same example, I want to write a design about an Exchange migration. Have you got any examples? And it'll go through all our SharePoint sites and internal documents and say, I found these documents that might be relevant, and like 9 times out of 10 it's something I wrote 5 years ago, and I'll be like, right, that's what I was looking for. And it's easier than me going through File Explorer or searching through whatever, it'll just throw it up like that. But like I say, the first 300 words are Well, you've asked me quite a vague question. I might not be able to get you the best thing. I'm trying my hardest. I'm on your side here. But if you don't ask me the right prompt, I might not be able to get you the right thing. You're like, oh, fuck's sake, just tell me the answer. Why is the light went out? Is this like a comedy club when I'm told it's time to give up? But it's just that it's how humanising it is to say, it's like, oh, sorry, Graham, I'm trying really hard for you, but I've only managed to find this. And I find myself half the time going, oh, that's all right. That's fine. That's what I want. I'm like, shut up. It's a computer. The room decided I was done with my stream. The room did decide. Why have you done this, room? Why have you forsaken me? No, the power cable just fell out. That's all. But I have decided now is the time to go. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I haven't had anything for dinner other than a few florets of cauliflower. Make of that what you will. So I need to go and eat something before I pass out. It's been fun. See you in the next one, folks. Bye.